Hey everybody, welcome back to Stringman Guitars. Here we are in the underground lair. A little different camera angle today. And we have an Affinity Squier bass that's had some upgrades to it. It's, first of all, it's been sanded down and given a bit of a relic look, which I kind of dig actually. He has a fender sticker on there, but it is an Affinity Squier, and there's a couple of Seymour Duncan quarter pounders in the place of the ceramic pickups that it would have came with originally. So first off, let's just get a feel for exactly what we have here. First rule of Fight Club is make sure the truss rod works. You don't want to get halfway into a project and find out that it doesn't. Okay, it does. Alright. The second rule of Fight Club is no, this isn't Fight Club, and I don't have rules, just guidelines is what we're looking for. So I'm going to look for 12 thousandths of relief at the 7th fret on the neck. Once we get all tuned up, we're going to put new strings on it. These guys. Set string height. Relief and intonation. So we'll plug that. The frets on here are much nicer than his telly, although they could probably use a little bit of work. So we'll hit that. But let's start off with string height at the 1st fret. Kind of off, but let's see what the relief says. We want 12 thousandths at the 7th fret, playing position, held at the body joint, 3-5-7, and we have not enough relief. So we're going to loosen the truss rod to start things up. Should have left it where it was whenever I was checking to see if the truss rod worked. I would have probably found myself right where it needed to be. Alright, so come on, let go. Alright. For anybody keeping score at home, that's a 4 mil. Just like to get it close before I really get into it. Alright, let's check it now that we're relieved. And this string height's going to have to come down too. So let's see here. 12 thou. Body joint. 3, 5, 7 fret, and we still want some relief. See what it says now. Yard beasts are growing. Okay, I think we got it there. Of course, when you're done setting up a guitar, you're going to let it sit and relax a bit before you do anything else. Now, string height we want between 5/64 and 6/64, and that's 7/64. That's 5/64. That's 7/64, and that's 8/64. So we need to bring the string height down. So let me stop the camera right there and make that adjustment, and we'll be back. Okay, so as I'm sorting through things before changing strings, I'm noticing that, I don't know if you can see this over here, but the D string is stuck in the saddle. So not only was the saddle not cut deep enough, but it was also not cut wide enough. So I'm in the middle of, I just got the E string done. The A string is happy where it's at, I think. Yeah. Now these two need to come down. So I just wanted to point that out. Be right back. Alright, so our preemptive strike is over. The nut slots are down to the proper string height at the first fret, which is 22 thousandths, and it's about 18 thousandths. I will tell you for sure, 18 thousandths at the first fret. I think this fret here is a little high, but we're not in the movie. Hold on. I think the what is it? I don't know. This fret here, next to the last fret, is high. Of course, this one's not going to rattle. I get down to the G and it's not rattling. However, these guys don't buzz. So I'm going to take a look at the frets there, or along the F or the G string. I'm saying too many words too fast for my brain on a Sunday to process. So let's see here. Yeah, that's really as high as you want to go as far as string height. So I'm going to see if maybe this fret just needs tapped down or not. So another thing that I have to accomplish is either the foam or something is just non-existent underneath these pickups. Don't know what's going on there, but screws are sticking way up and they're way too far away from the strings. So we're going to address that once we get the strings off of it. And I'm going to see if I can take care of the buzz right around here. Otherwise, our string height is set right at the 1st fret and at the 12th fret, and the relief is correct at 12 thousandths. So I'm going to take the strings off, and we're going to put the strings on right. There's only one wrap per string. There should be at least 2 or 3. So we're going to address all that when we come back. So we fixed the pickup issue. Have some spare foam block laying around. Now they're adjustable, at least. Cleaned the fingerboard off with some simple green. Doesn't hurt the wood, doesn't hurt the finish. Good stuff. I'm going to address some of these sharp fret ends, which aren't horrible, but everybody enjoys an instrument that's a little easier to play. So somebody really finished off the very ends, but didn't take care of the ouchie parts. This is a file that has a safe edge that goes against the wood, and your two file sides to work against the edge of the fret. You just round over like so. Rinse and repeat. So yeah, that's where we're at. And we'll hit the frets with some micro mesh. So until then, I'm going to do this because you don't want to watch me doing all this. Okay, we're back. We polished the frets, and we got rid of the really sharp fret ends here, putting the last bit of this bottle of F1 oil into the rosewood fingerboard here. Looks pretty thirsty. I think we sorted out the high frets. Used a fret rocker to do that. We'll see when we put the new strings on what that all feels like. So this stuff, this F1, if you ever used it, it's a wipe in, wipe off product. You don't let it marinate, and you also have to watch out because it will leach back out of the pores if the fingerboard has some humidity to it. So you just want to let it soak in, take what it can, let it take what it can, and then take the rest off. Alright, how do you get the right amount of turns on your tuning on your tuning machines when you're restringing your bass. You want three wraps, and I found that the best way to do that, if the string wants to live here, you cut it 1, 2, 3 past where it wants to live. Put it in the hole. Put it in the hole. Wrap it around. And you want the wraps to go below the wrap above it. I guess that makes sense. You crank it down. Before you get too cranked down, you're going to take some of your guitar grease, because tuning stability. This is just a graphite paste. You put it in the slot. You're also going to put it in your bridge saddle too. So that is how you string your bass guitar. I'll do it one more time, just so everybody gets it. Your string wants to live here, so we're going to move it back and cut it three tuning machine widths away. That's for these bigger Fender style tuners. Now those lighter, or the new modern mini tuning machines, different story. They're skinnier, so you don't take it so far before you cut it off. Okay, so we got that. Make sure it's in the saddle. Okay, then you take your guitar grease, which I'm kind of hit and miss on this stuff. Sometimes I'll use this, sometimes I'll use Big Ben's, even though there's some guy on Facebook on YouTube that jags me every time I use it on a non-tremolo type instrument. It's like, open your own repair shop, buddy. I don't want to hear it. So, anyhow, that's how you do it. Let me finish this up and we'll be back. Hey everybody, welcome back to the underground lair here at Stringman Guitars. We have got a finished product, I do believe. Oh, I still have to do the pickup height. But what have we done? We lowered the bridge saddles, filed them down till we have 18 thousandths gap here between the bottom of the string and the top of the fret, and 22 thousandths, I think, or maybe I have a little bit lower than that. Yeah. Let's see where I'm at. Where you want to be is between 18 and 22. Let's It's 19. '18 just snugs nice. And 18's good here. No buzzing at the first fret, and that means whenever you go to play your E there, you're only playing an F there, you're playing an F sharp right there, you're playing a G, as opposed to when it was higher, you were playing between an F and an F sharp on the first fret, between an F sharp and a G on the second fret, and between a G and a G sharp on the third. So that's fixed. Our string height, 5/64 across the 12th fret. Also at the 12th fret we have our intonation set. And the last thing I have to do, if I can find my tools, I should learn to throw my garbage away as I'm working. Oh, here it is. It was right where I put it. Now that I have foam underneath the pickups, we can check and see. Whoops, I'm using the wrong one. Let's check our string height. That could actually go down now. Before they're just kind of floating in there with the screws. The screw heads were above the mouse pad. That's perfect. That could come up a little bit. See, the foam pushes it back up. There's no screw under there like on a guitar pickup. Okay, that's perfect. Now we go to the thinner one. That's going to come way up. Good way to tell is by feeling it. Good there, and that's going to come up. Oh, come on. And we're good there. Beautiful. We'll check our tuning again. Oh. Get the noise out of these electronics. If you don't use it, it gets scratchy. depends. Okay, that's not how you play bass. Yeah. Loving it. Okay, I'm going to let this sit. I'll let this sit for a couple hours and come back and recheck it after it's acclimated to having strings off of it for a while and everything, and we'll make final adjustments and get her out the door. Alright everybody, that wraps up another episode of Fix Your P-Bass. It's Stringman Guitars. It's not a Fender, as the headstock would get in the picture. The headstock would lead you to believe. It is a Squier Affinity, but it's had some upgrades, nice upgrades. And now it plays not like a $200 toy, but like a real instrument. And if you live in the general, or what do they call it, greater Pittsburgh area, and you'd like to have your axe sharpened, look us up on Facebook. Please like and subscribe our videos on YouTube. And with this COVID thing, please watch over your neighbors, your older relatives, and when you're out in the hustle and bustle, if you have to go out in the hustle and bustle, be nice to other people. Everybody is stressed. Don't add to it. Wear a mask, keep everybody safe, you be safe, and once again, thank you. Peace.